Today, we are speaking about the surprising benefits of quitting smoking. Obviously, we all know the obvious benefits, that it's really good for your health, for your heart, for your lungs, for every single cell of your body. But there are some really cool things that happen to you as a person when you quit. And this is what I want to share with you today, because just these are reason enough to go ahead and attempt quitting smoking. Okay, so this is pure motivation and just opening your eyes to how you could be living your life. Okay, so let's get into them. The first thing, the number one thing that happens when you quit smoking is that you become free. Freedom. Now, this may sound obvious, okay, but the feeling that you get when you're no longer a slave to the nicotine monster is incredible. Because, you know, for example, let's say you're working, right? And usually you would get this idea that, okay, I want to go and have a cigarette. And then you realize, oh, hold on, I don't need a cigarette anymore. I don't need to get out of this building and waste my time and my energy to go and feed this nicotine monster. I don't need to do that anymore. I'm completely fine as I am. I can do whatever I want. It's liberating. It is really, really liberating. And when you experience it, it keeps happening. It keeps happening. You keep realizing that, oh my God, I'm free. I'm free. And freedom is good. You'll be much happier as a result of it, okay? The second thing that happens when you quit smoking is that you will feel invincible. You will feel like you can do anything, because nicotine is one of the most addictive substances out there. Quitting smoking is one of the hardest things to do, right? Because you're going against every single cell of your body that is craving for that nicotine. Now, when you can conquer this, when you can conquer that nicotine monster, you realize that actually the other things I need to do in my life, right? All the things you need to do to become the ideal version of yourself, whatever that may be, right? You know, not procrastinating, doing a bit of work every day, doing a bit of exercise every day, eating healthy. All of these are much, much easier than quitting smoking. And when you realize that you've done the hardest thing of all, then the rest of it becomes easy. You will actually become, you know, you give yourself a chance to become the ideal version of yourself because you've done the hardest thing already. Now, anything else, any other action steps that need to be taken daily, they're much easier. So you will feel invincible as a result of this. This is beautiful, okay? Number three, the third realization that I've had is that, wow, you realize how bad people who smoke smell. This is crazy. When you smoke, obviously, you know, you love the smell of cigarettes, right? But there is a separate, distinct smell of someone who has just smoked. And you cannot, as a smoker, you cannot smell this because, you know, you yourself taste and smell of cigarettes, right? But when you're not smoking and somebody that smoked just comes near you, you get the stink. It stinks. It is actually unbearable. It is unbearable. And you realize, like, you will feel uneasy in your stomach when you realize that, God, this is how I used to smell. And for that reason, we come to number 4, the surprising thing, is that your social confidence will increase massively, because all of a sudden now, you're feeling really comfortable in social situations. As a smoker, you know this, right? You're always, at the back of your mind, you have this thought that, are people going to think that I stink? Or, you know, I've just had a cigarette, how do I smell? And because that's playing on your mind, you can't really be there fully. You can't really be the best version of you because part of you is scared about how you smell. That is a terrible way to feel. So your social confidence will increase. You will feel really comfortable speaking to anyone, being close, you know, being close to someone, being close to a group of people and speaking freely, because you know you smell good. And because of that, you feel confident, so your social confidence will increase, okay? The fifth benefit, I'm sure you can relate to this, is that you can visit family or go on a vacation with them without worrying about how you're going to sneak out for a cigarette, right? We all have this. We all have, a certain family or friends or in-laws, whatever it may be, where they don't know you smoke and you don't want them to know that you smoke. And anytime this, you're invited to spend a few days with them or go to their house, you start getting anxious because you know that, okay, I can't have a cigarette. How am I going to handle it? And, do I sneak out? It becomes really, really stressful, right? The realization that you have when you quit smoking and you get an invitation like this, obviously, naturally, the first thing you're going to think is, how am I going to smoke? And then you realize, wait, hold on. I don't smoke anymore. I'm free. I can sit somewhere for as long as I need to. I can spend a few nights somewhere if I need to. I'm not a slave anymore, and that is liberating. Again, it is liberating. Okay, so these these things, they sound small, but if you're a smoker, you know how much they affect you on a day-to-day basis. So I wanted to share with you these surprising and really liberating realizations that I've had along the way. Obviously, in addition to this, the health benefits like your lungs feeling clean and light and food tasting better, the environment smelling better, all of this, of course, is going to be there, okay? So I really hope that you've enjoyed this series. I've tried to give you as much as possible into everything that you would need to quit smoking. We have spoken about the mindset, the strategy that you need to employ, how to deal with cravings, how to release cravings. There is a meditation to release cravings. So please use this information. It is all free, and I wish you all the best in your quitting journey. And I truly, truly hope that this time you can finally quit, okay? If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And if you want to speak to me, then as always, you are welcome to book a call with me at meditatewithrishi.com. If you want to speak to me, if you want to learn meditation, if you want to deepen your spiritual practice, this ultimately is what I'm here for. So thank you very much for watching. Namaste.